When I was a little kid in Puerto Rico, I used to be very social. I used to talk to my classmates, to my teachers, to my neighbors, to people in the streets. Very social. And it was normal. It was just casual. But then when I moved to the States, I immediately saw the changes in the social life here. Everyone was closed in, closed up, tight. Everyone was on their phones, never wanting to conversate with other people around them. I immediately saw that change. I was a little kid still, so as a little kid I absorbed what's around me. So I suddenly became this little closed up, quiet kid, looking around like a crackhead, scared of other people for no reason. I was so quiet in school and everywhere. I was literally the quiet kid. But I had no gun in the bag, thank God. Now, recently, I managed to break that barrier of my social anxiety. Now I can cold approach girls even. If you told me to cold approach girls in middle school, I would have probably jumped off a bridge before I cold approached a girl. Because I was so afraid. I managed to get my confidence side out and I can talk to anybody really. And it's very easy. So the first point I wanted to get into is, it's a skill. How do you train your bicep? How do you get it to be bigger? You go to the gym, of course, and you do them hard ass bicep curls, heavy weight until failure. You go all out. Boom. It's the same thing with confidence. If you want to have a good social life, you have to be social. If you want to be able to have the ability to talk to anybody, you got to start by talking to one person, then another, and then another, and then many people. And that's how you become confident. You have to train it. It's just like a game. In the game, you fight the monster, you gain strength, you gain its loot, you gain XP. XP is what we're looking for. So when you go to talk to someone, it could be anyone. It could even be your mom. That's XP. And the more discomfort you feel, the more XP you get. So if you talk to a hot girl, you get a ton of XP. If you talk to a hot girl that you like, boom, a lot of XP. 50 XP. Talking to your mother is like 5 XP. But it's still something. You better try to be social to everybody. My social anxiety was so bad, I wouldn't even talk to my grandma. Back then, every time I went to sleep, I always wanted to say, "Have a good night, grandma." But I just felt so weird and so socially anxious that I never got to say that to her. And I missed a lot of opportunities. I missed a lot of things that I could have done different just because my social anxiety. This is a very big barrier, and it's time to start now. It's time to start being social, to train up the skill, to speak to everybody you see. Because being social is a very important skill. So anybody you see, start talking to them, gain that XP, level up. So then you could be a social master. The second point I wanted to get into is, you probably know a guy that is like super confident. He talks to everyone. He's kind of like the class clown. He doesn't care, like maybe in your school, maybe in your work. It's just that guy. He talks to everyone. And it's like he doesn't care. And he's so confident because he doesn't care. He holds the situation as such a low perceived value that he doesn't care. And you gotta adopt this mindset. Oh, it's just another school day. It's a Tuesday. Cindy's over there. Let me go talk to her. Maybe a reason why you're scared to talk is you perceive the situation as very valuable. Oh, like it could be at Walmart. You could be at Walmart just randomly. Then you see like a worker there. Like she's pretty cute, and then you just skyrocket the value of the situation. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, like you just get the social anxiety because you perceive the situation as more than it is. When in reality, you're just in Walmart. You saw a female worker. And that's about it. The same with school. Oh, the same with school. There's a hot classmate over there. The teacher asks a question, and then you don't even raise your hand. You don't even raise your hand because she might think you're weird, and she might think you're a weirdo. You know how many times I didn't raise my hand up because the hot student was over there, and I thought that she would look at me weird. So many times. But in reality, it's just, I'm in a class, there's a female student over there, and the teacher asked the question. You have to perceive the situation as almost zero value, because it's truly not. Most of the time, the situation is truly valueless. And you have to not think of much. You have to think of it as nothing. It's just nothing. It's just another day. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me just be social. And the third point that I wanted to bring up is, you know the phrase, you look good, you feel good. That's because it's 100% absolutely true. I used to be butt ugly. I was so antisocial. But once I started to pick up my looks, to start getting more attractive, start getting into the gym, I perceived myself as more confident, more valuable, because looks is a very important part of humanity. Models are models because of how they look, and it's value. Attractiveness is value. So if you come in looking like a bumbleclap, of course you're not gonna be confident, because you're gonna think of yourself as an ugly ass dude. But when you start going to the gym, start getting your looks right, start looking nice, start mewing, you know what I'm saying? You start perceiving yourself as more valuable. It's because you are. So it's time to start your looks maxing journey. It's time to go to the gym. It's time to pick up your looks. Time to become more attractive. Because that's a very, very important part of life, honestly. And that is how you be more social. That's it. But make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to show you how to looks max in a future video. So, goodbye, fellas.